my sister. Hi, my sister. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. And longest time. Greetings to you and the family. Oh, that's my friend from Canada. Hello, Anne. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. So, my people, I'm sorry for the first glitch. I was supposed to. I don't know what was happening with the audio, but I hope everything is clear and I hope you can hear me. I really like to have that feedback if you are hearing me. Um, yeah, thank you so much for joining me. So, my people, are you seeing what is going on? The election has come and all the prophecies that happened. So, I wanted to share with you some of the prophecies and like what happened, how come they didn't come to pass, and is it over, or is it still going to happen? You understand? John Valore, you're welcome. It's a fake prophecy. Oh my god, I don't even know uh, like where they get all these prophecies, because a lot of things happen in Nigeria, and there are no prophet, like they are not able to see what is going to happen or what will happen. For example, when the answers people were there, like maybe they could have seen that the soldiers are going to come so that the people will be able to escape unhurt, but we never see this kind of prophecy. But anyway, I like to start with one of these prophecies that is trending right now, and everybody's like, so what happened? What happened? Why didn't it come to pass, or is it really something that is going to come to pass? So I'll just show you this one.
I see a politician in America, because of Donald Trump, commits suicide. Hello? Because of Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is going to win again.
He said he saw a politician that committed suicide because Donald Trump is going to win again. You see, but as it is right now, although there is still fight about it, he said, let me show you again.
Because of Donald Trump, commits suicide. Hello? Because of Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is going to win again.
So another one said, the popular one, Pastor Suleiman. Most people know him.
Worried, I've been praying, and the Lord spoke to me that anything the Lord tells us is to intercede. We should pray and change that. We should pray and change it. Because if that happens, then the world is finished. If that happens, that the current president of America doesn't come back, the world is finished. Because I saw that, and God told me we should pray to change it. Because we all support this opponent. The opponent is not the issue, but his running mate is. The running mate is a lady, and if the opponent wins, the opponent will be impeached for the lady to take over and fulfill the new world order. Their current agenda is to humiliate him. They have succeeded in making him mockery in America, while they are now free from it. But the prayers of the saint will reverse it, and America will be healed. The virus was manufactured by these people. It is not a biological issue, it's a chemical.
So he's basically saying that he's in the prophecy that that the opponent, they are going to impeach him, and then the woman will become the first female president. And for the fact that she becomes president, then she's going to carry out the new world order. And anyway, and this other pastor said, our prayers for President Trump didn't work because his heart is not clean. He said, "Our this is a Ghanaian pastor now." He said, "Our prayers for President Trump didn't work because his heart is not clean." Um, and then this is where is there's still one I'm missing. Pastor Chris Oyakilome. He also gave his own prophecy, and he said it's because they don't like Christians. It's not that they don't like um, Donald Trump, that they plan everything because they don't like the people he's supporting. That is that Donald Trump is supporting Christians. So, my people, you're welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I would really like to ask you that if you have not subscribed, that you please go ahead and do that now. And also, don't forget to like this video, to click the like button. Yeah. So, in continuation, I'm just trying to say that everything that is happening with this US election and all the cries of cheating and all those things, normally when you follow US elections, you see that as the elections are being counted, you just follow it on the media. I've never seen a special body that announces election. It's not a new something that they just follow the projections, and as the results are coming in, somebody will just know that they have won. But now we are having to hear for the first time that there has to be some special body that will announce that the election is over, and that the mainstream media are not, the people who announce the elections. But last election, when President Trump won, there was nobody that announced it, and that has been his trend actually from the time he started this his presidential campaign. From the first time when he didn't win during the primaries, he would say that they rigged it against him. That has always been his style. And even going into that last election, because he was also not very sure that, and there was already concern that he may not concede defeat. And they were asking him, "Are you going to concede defeat?" And he said, that's something he's going to think and take it at a time. And like, it's on record, this is his own style. And I think that we have to take this into consideration. And ballots, when they want to send out ballot, like it is the government that will send it out. It's not like you're going to pick your own ballot and vote with it. It is them that send it out to, so they know the number of people that they sent the thing out to, and the people will return it. It's not like you just get your ballot from anywhere and begin to send it in. No, it is the electoral body of every state that will send it out, you see. So all that being said, President Trump is just not accepting it, and there's a lot of prophecy going around that it's just a trial, it's going to come to pass, and the will of God, and all that and all that. I wanted to show you the video of Chris Oyakilome. His video is also there. Let me look for it so I can show you his video. So yeah, there has been a lot of people talking about this these prophecies, and that they are still going to come to pass, that it is not over. But for me personally, the way I see this thing, I don't know. But if you ask me, I'm going to tell you that it's probably over for President Trump. So I'm going to show you the video that I'm talking about here.
Americans, I want to tell you the truth. He is not hated. Trump is not the problem. They don't hate Trump. They hate those that Trump seems to support. Yes, sir. They're angry at Trump for supporting Christians. You better know it. So the real ones they hate are you who are Christians. That's what the hatred of Trump is all about. It's got nothing to do with Trump. Before he started giving his voice in support of Christians and in support of Israel, before he started giving his voice, he was the friend of the left. Don't forget. He was their darling. They loved him. But because it didn't come from their sponsorship, and they didn't expect him to become president, they blamed the evangelicals, they blamed the Christians for voting him into office. And that's what they hate him for. So if you're a Christian, better know that. Don't think, oh, if we just get Trump out of the way, then everything just be calm. It will not be calm. They hate you. And he seems to protect you. That is the problem. They think he's protecting you. And you better wake up. If he were to switch today and be against you, be against the church, they would love him. The deep state doesn't care about which party. They don't care whether they're in GOP or they are in the...
I don't believe this what he's saying. I mean, what this man is saying, there is no truth to it actually, that they hate you or something like that. The Trump that I have seen from my own perspective, I don't see anything Christian about him in the first instance. And I don't even know what they are attributing to his Christian stance. Like, I don't know anything about Trump that represents Christian values. And I don't know anything that he has done that goes to that effect. Like, I don't even know where this is coming from. But all I want to say is that everybody that is hoping that Trump is going to come back and that he's going to win this thing, that there has been a malpractice at the polls. I would just like to show you this video of Trump and Hillary Clinton. Like I was telling you before the elections of 2016, exactly the same fears were there, and they were not sure that he was going to concede the election. Like, if he lost, of course they didn't know that he was going to win, but of course there was the concern that, is he going to accept defeat? Because from the time they started the normally they start from these Iowa caucuses. From the time they start from there, he was already saying the Republican, his own party, was rigging against him. And let us not forget that the states that are in question are actually Republican states. And most of the time, the states are the people that are operating the elections. It's not as if the federal government, like in Nigeria, that the federal government will be taking care of election. No, no, no. In their own case, it's the individual state that carries out the electoral, process. And of course, because of the pandemic that we are now, a lot of people opted in for voting in. And for example, my brother-in-law is from Texas, but he has moved up north to New Jersey, and he wanted to vote, but the state of Texas didn't allow turning in vote, and they said if he wants to vote, he should come in, except you are in the military or you are overseas. And we know that people move around, people relocate, and especially because of this pandemic, a lot of people are on follow, like, they are not employed. A lot of people lost their jobs. So people like have moved to different places from where they normally would be, and, join families or friends. So, like, I use my brother-in-law as an example. He's from Texas, but he's living up north in New Jersey, and he couldn't vote. He didn't actually vote. So normally, he would have, if they have sent him the ballot from Texas to New Jersey, he will be able to cast his vote. But the state of Texas did not allow this mail-in voting. They said anybody within the United States that wants to vote should come down to Texas and vote. Whereas other states, you see, so it's the states that are controlling and carrying out the elections. And the states that are, for example, if you go to Arizona, you know that Arizona Michigan, Wisconsin, I'm sorry if I don't pronounce it very well. Those states, they are even run by Republicans, and they have both parties there watching it. Like, I don't know where this accusation of malpractice is coming from. But me personally, if I tell you that, it doesn't bother me one bit, because I know that their election is for them, you know. The election is for them, and the election is not going to affect me.
This election. I will look at it at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
So
do you make the same commitment that you will absolutely, sir, that you will absolutely accept the result of this election? I will look at it at the time. I'll keep you in suspense.
Well,
okay?
Chris, let me respond to that because that's horrifying. You know, every time Donald thinks things are not going in his direction, he claims whatever it is rigged against him. He lost the Iowa caucus. He lost the Wisconsin primary. He said the Republican primary was rigged against him. Then Trump University gets sued for fraud and racketeering. He claims the court system and the federal judge is rigged against him. There was even a time when he didn't get an Emmy for his TV program 3 years in a row, and he started tweeting that the Emmys were rigged against him.
Should have gotten it.
This is a mindset. This is how Donald thinks. And it's funny, but it's also really troubling.
Okay.
You know, that is not the way our democracy works.
So, what I'm trying to show you guys is even at that time, it was already a concern that if he lost, is he going to really like accept defeat even at that time? So this has always, if you look at it, all the places that they won, like I'm not into religion and all those things, but we have seen that the religious prophecies are not true. Of course, obviously, they are not true. The other one from Ghana, I said that because his mind is not clear and all those things. But if you want to look at the facts, this is how Donald Trump operates. If it's not going in his favor, it's rigged, he complained. But all the places that he won, there is no complaint. And when he's winning, he will say, continue, stop the count. When he's losing, you say continue the count. So you see them shouting, continue the count here. You see them saying, going to Philadelphia, they'll say stop the counting. So it just depends on where he's winning and where he's losing. And there's nothing spiritual about election. I personally, I see election as human things. It's human being that created this system. It's human being that are operating this system. It's human beings that put out the processes for this system. It's human being that vote. Like, it's just a human system. There's nothing like a God inside this kind of election, because it is human that created, it's human that run the system, it's humans that determine the outcome of it. And if Donald Trump is making up all these charges, then it will go to court, and it's still humans that are going to look into the claims. Already the first ones that they sent to court, the court just kind of threw it out. And it's important to note that it's even Republican states, Republican controlled state. It's not like it's Democrats. And we know that there's even a Republican that he has his name is already on the ballot, but he passed on before they could hold the election. They didn't remove his name, and he even won the election, even though he's late now. He won an election. So imagine if that was Democrat. But for me personally, I feel that as African people, we should not be putting our mind and our hopes and aspiration on US president and US electoral outcomes. Like, there is nothing that they are going to do for you. You are not a priority for them. That's why I'm going with all these things I'm saying, that you people should just calm down, especially those people southeast of Nigeria that are going on a parade for President Trump and crying more than they believe at this point. There's no need for you to be like that. There is no need. The US election is for the US. It's not like you have your own problem, you see that they have their own problem. And if and when they are ready, they are going to deal with it. You see, it's not something that anybody will now be because of it and be crying as if it's something that is happening in Nigeria. Prophecy or no prophecy. The people that want to give prophecy, there are so many things they can prophesy about in Nigeria, but they don't prophesy about it. So I don't understand all this, all this attachment to things that are foreign, things that do not affect you, things that do not play any straight impact in your life. And of course, we may say that it plays impact. Like, I like the way the northern elites, the people that are ruling Nigeria, you see that they are quiet. You don't even know what they think. You don't even know their stance. You see, that is class. Unlike our people down southeast, you see all of them crying more than the bereaved. Even crying. Like the way the whole thing is going like Buhari and Atiku. When Atiku lost, they carried it on their head. They say Supreme Court is going to overturn it. There is a satellite something. I don't even know all the things that they were saying that is still available. That is proof. At the end of the day, the Supreme Court did not do anything. You see, Buhari is still there, and then they had to just kind of move. Like they didn't really move on completely from President Buhari's emergence. There's no need for you to be attached to a foreign election like this. Like unless, of course, if you live in the US. If you live in the US, then you know that okay, maybe it has a direct impact on you. But if you live in Nigeria, focus on the things that are in Nigeria, because this election is for Nigerians in America and Americans themselves, and they are going to be fine. They have been doing this election for more than 500 years now. They have been counting their ballot for so many years. It is not today that they started. It's not like Nigeria that started democracy. Which day is it? Not 1999? Be which year again Nigeria started their own? These people, they have been doing their democracy for so long, and they know how they are doing their thing. You understand me? And you see that people who vote there, whether they vote Republican or Democrat, they have their reason why they are voting. For example, you have to know that a lot of people died because of this pandemic, that a lot of people will say that President Trump didn't handle very well. So there are many people that may have lost their loved ones, and they may have that grievance against him, regardless of what you think as a Christian. And do you know that there is even an American woman that was praying and saying African angels are coming, reinforcement, and I'm just kind of laughing, like African African angels to come to America, Trump that did not allow Nigerians to come to America, and Africans that should not come to America. So now that he is in power, it's now that African this thing want to come, come and let me show you the video.
And strike 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 until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory, God. I hear a sound of abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of shouting and singing. I hear a sound of victory.
Thank you.
I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. I hear a sound of an abundance of rain. I hear a sound of victory. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. The Lord says it is done. For I hear victory, 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 victory in the corridors of heaven. In the corridors of heaven, victory, 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 victory. For angels are being released right now. Angels are being dispatched right now. Hamanda ata ata rata teda bata sanda ata ambo osa tata rite eke banda ata rite tidi ashata. For angels have even been dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now. They're coming here. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus. From South America. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. From Africa. From South America. Angelic forces. Angelic reinforcement. Angelic reinforcement. Angelic reinforcement. Hika hata anda ata. Ora bata rata anda eke eke bata rasata.
My people, who would have thought that African angels will go to America for reinforcement? My people, like this thing is so intriguing. I just want to make it a little bit lightweight so that people will remove their mind. Like this thing is so funny. Like we Nigerians who are looking for help, America come and help us. But look at it now, they are calling African angels. You people have angels, so African angels coming for reinforcement, angelic reinforcement. Who would have thought that African angels have the power? But who knows now? Oh my God, they said that. When I was looking at this now, just be laughing and say, wow, so our angels, the same Africans that they did not want to come to America, Trump didn't, Trump just kind of did immigration things that didn't allow them to come to America. The same South Americans, the Mexicans who were trying to come, build the border, the children that were separated, all those immigration policies, and all of a sudden the angels from these places are now the one that are going to come. The angelic reinforcement. Let me show it again.
For angels have even dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now. They're coming here. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus. From South America. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. From Africa. From South America. Angelic forces. Angelic reinforcement. Angelic reinforcement. Angelic reinforcement. Vika hata anda ata. Ora bata rata anda eke eke manda rasata. For I hear the sound of victory. 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 I hear the sound of victory.
So the angels from Africa are going. My people, this thing is so funny. Like, I don't even know where to start from in this. When I'm looking at it, I'll just be laughing, say, "Oh, Africa, my Africa." It's like there was a poem we read when we were in secondary school. The Ingugu Wationg, they say, "Africa, my Africa." It's like, so our Africa have angels that can go to America and bring victory. We need that angel to do it for us. So we need more victory in Africa. Hey, and South American angels coming like, oh my God. Donatus. So my people, what I'm trying to say in all this is that don't take it to heart too much. The people in America who are voting, they have their reasons. For example, when President Trump is saying make America great again, what is this saying? You as an African person, I would presume, I don't know if you are not African, but I would presume that my audience is African. So think about it. When was America actually great for black black people? And when President Obama came on board, that was when that talk started. Make America take our country back, take our country back. I don't know if you people remember it. So take our country back from what? From where? Was it stolen? Is it not your country? So, because somebody that is considered African was president, they needed to take the country back and make it great again. So, when was it great again? When was it great in the first instance? It was great when they were having all the privileges because of this. When for example, as an African person, you can't go to a shop from the front door, you have to go from the back. You can't take what you want, they will just put the rest. Like when you didn't have any rights, and you had to go to, like, when the be say the fit just hold you like this, your own don't finish just because all those things. That was when it was great for them. No be now when e be say dem come dey sotey dem come go reach inside White House. So that thing kind of tore their heart away, and they were like, wow, we want to take our country back and make it great again. So when they are saying they want to make it great again, they want to conserve their privileges that they are having because of this. All the benefits, everything that is good that is going for them. But you as a black person now, for example, and you don't belong to the elite. The black elite also vote Republican because they don't want to. Of course, the Republican Party, they are not for paying too much taxes, because normally the taxes is supposed to go into alleviating the sufferings of people who don't have much. So they want everybody for his own. So whatever I've gotten, let it be for me. They don't want to pay tax. They don't want to do all these things that will result in welfare. They call it socialism, and they are completely against it. So you know so if you have money, you have come of means, you will not want to vote Democrat, because you don't want to pay more taxes, you don't want to pay, money that will be used to give other people welfare. You want it conserved. So this is what they are looking for when they are voting, how they are voting. So people have their reasons. For example, you remember John McCain. He's also one of those strong Republicans who he ran against Obama at that time. 2007, he ran against him and Obama ran. He used to be a veteran, like he has a long history, has been a senator for so long, and he was a prisoner of war at some time, and then he came out and it was in the news that President Trump talked down on him, and people of his state, of course, they took it to heart. So it's not even surprising to me that he lost Arizona, because John McCain is one of their biggest national products. So if he talked down on John McCain, of course, he would have done something against them. And President Trump was looking to win Michigan, and you remember what happened with the governor of Michigan, that they said they wanted to come and take him away or something like that, and President Trump didn't intervene. So I don't know how you want to walk around all those things, because the people there, they have all those kind of things at heart. So now they are not going to support him, of course, or not overwhelmingly as he would want. So aside from this fact that people who are Republican, they want to make America great again, take it back to how it was, conserve it so that they don't lose their privilege, they don't lose their stance. And normally when they see people who are not like them, like this, in positions of power, it feels like they've lost their inheritance. So that's what they normally fight for. They want it only themselves and all those things. Whereas the people on the left, they are being more inclusive, whether you are like this, whether you are there trying, or so it seems, or that is the hope that they sell to the people, or what the people see in them that they believe that they are offering them. So this is how the people now vote in this respect, you understand? So the parties have to sell something so that people will buy. So if you are a conservative politician, you want to sell those conservatism ideas and ideologies, that this is where you stand, that this is what you want to do, conserve everything you have, less taxes, take America back to where the people like them are the ones in charge of everything and all those things. And then if you are here, your own is like, I'm going to help you, I'm going to include you, I'm going to try to provide healthcare, housing, and all those kind of amenities. And of course, if you don't have much, you're going to gravitate to those places. So some people make the mistake of thinking that the Democrats don't really elevate people to the point that they become well off. Because if they elevate them to that point again, that they are well off, they will lose them, because they will become conservative, because they want to conserve what they have gained. So they have to keep you in that kind of perpetual hope, so they keep you in that need of hope. And when you are hoping for more, you work harder. But when you are full, you are ungracious. Most people, when they are feed, they are no longer grateful. They want to go, I beg, you don't do, thank you. The one way you do, a share, one man, that kind of mentality. So you want to go away from them. So they have to play it like that. So the people who are there, these are what are they are considering, and they are voting based on that and other things that is going on there. But we, that nothing concern us for inside all these things. So some people are hoping that maybe their foreign policy is going to work for us positively. Never, because their foreign policy is still for their benefit. Except by a stroke of chance, whatever it is that they want is favoring us, but it is not possible. You know, he said, Oya Kilome is like, of course, of course, of course. It's just the lies that they sell to their people, that are saying that they hate you, that because you are Christian, and because I don't even know at what point President Trump was fighting for Christians. I don't get it. Other than the time he went to hold the Bible outside St. John, I don't know where they are getting this attribute of Christianity. I really don't know, because everything that has happened in Nigeria against Christians, we didn't see any intervention, you know. Okay, look at it now. One person was kidnapped. You remember what happened? They sent their people to come and take the person that they said they took him from Nigeria and hid him in Nigeria. You know, they came to Nigeria and took him. It was important to them. But did they come to help Nigeria to conserve and save all the people who are losing their, lives there in the Northeast? No, they didn't intervene. We know that they kind of formed a committee. You know, a committee is just to come and do whatever they want to do and issue a report. That's all. So my people, I really hope that you people will know that American foreign politics is for themselves, for their benefit, anything that will benefit them. So you have to look, is there something about America that is going to benefit you? If not, you have to face your own problem. You have your own problem to face. Look at President Trump was acknowledging the parade that our people were doing in on nature or something like that. He now say, "Oh, parade for me in Africa." He tweeted it. But look at all the protests that our people did. Look at everywhere. Did you see any tweet? Any tweet say, "Oh, answers," or maybe one word to acknowledge the people that they saw it, they see you, or they understand what is going on, or they are like, you are just on your own. Like, you look at all the thing that is going on now. For example, all the people that organize that protest and all those things, they have freeze their account, they have arrested them. A lot of things is going on. Did anybody intervene? No. By all these pastors. No, no, they can't solve the problem. Even, because of the lack of public institutions, because of the lack of democracy to deliver in Nigeria, people have run to church. I don't have anything against church people. I know that they serve a purpose. They help people in different form. There are very many how will I put it, pastors with integrity and who are sincere, you understand. But we know that there are so many who take advantage of the whole situation. Like there's one that is trending, that the man lied against a family, put I think I saved that picture, and he even lied against his family, and then kind of manipulated them, and they found out at last what he was doing. He even put their nude online and all those things. But when they now found out about it, he's now apologizing. So we have all those kind of pastors. People just have to be uh, careful. People just have to be careful. I hope you can read it. It says, um, I hope you can read it. Can you read it? You should be able to read it, I think. Yeah. So he said, um, yeah. So anyway, he said a public notice, because I think they made him to make a public notice from the police department. He said Apostle J.N. Jibola living beside Mrs. MRS filling station, Lucky Fiber Ikorodu, sincerely and publicly apologized to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Nnemeka Okoro for doing the following to them: giving them false prophecies, threatening them through notes, SMS, and WhatsApp messages, posting the name and picture of Princess Nnemeka Okoro and other people's nude. Can you imagine? Nude pictures on Facebook page of Chioma Joshua in order to dent their image. I urge the general public to also plead to them to forgive me and to withdraw the case against me at the police station. Signed, Apostle J.N. Jibola. So he's still putting Jibola in the name sef, even though he's confessing to what he did, that he made a fake prophecies threatening them with SMS and all those things, and they're putting their nude on the internet with somebody. So this is the level that they can go. Oh, you couldn't read it. Okay. Um, I don't know how to put the. It's better now, right? Can you read it now? I hope you can read it. So my people, can you imagine? Good. So imagine what he did to a family. So there are pastors like this, really, there are pastors like this, but still there are a lot of pastors that are really they are like the lifeline of many people. And of course, it has become a profession. People feed from it. People uh make a living at being pastors, but then they are feeling a vacuum of the loss of government intervention. So they have become okay. So they have become a government unto themselves. But that said, it would be good if Nigerians would just concentrate on their own problems. This is American issue. Whether they reinstate Trump or whether they remove Biden, it's not your problem. American people have been conducting election for many years, and all these our theories that we are putting out there, it doesn't concern anybody. You know, at best is now sit down they look. You're supposed to just sit down there. You don't have to worry yourself about it. I don't even know why the prophets are worried themselves about it. Why they are even talking. Remember the 5G and all those things that they were saying that time. Even China have moved on to 6G. So all this one that they are talking. Here in Germany, we are still in 3G. We have not even gotten to 5G. We are still in 3G. Most places you get 4G, but most places is 3G. Then some major cities you get 4G. And there are some test areas if you have the device that you can connect to 5G. Like they don't have it robust like that. The same way, like American people have been conducting elections, and that's how it has always been. They follow the elections as the results are coming in, and then whoever is taking the lead congratulates the other. There have never been a special body that will come and announce. It's not Nigeria that INEC, after election, they now be waiting for INEC to come and give the final verdict. It doesn't work like this with American elections. So I would really appreciate if our people will concentrate with their own problems, because whether Trump win or whether Trump no win, it's not going to change the price of garri in the market. You see, it's better for you to use all this energy that you are using to argue American politics. You use it to find how to, challenge the government that is putting you down. You understand me? And there is no truth to it that President Trump is a Christian and that he's a God sent, and that the Democrats are antichrist and all those things. Remember how many people will be antichrist? Obama antichrist, Bill Gates antichrist, Bill Clinton antichrist. How many people will be antichrist? It's too much. Oh. So there is no truth to all these things. All these things are just delusions. There is no truth to it, really, from my own perspective. Oh. I'm not saying I know everything, but the way I'm seeing it, me, I don't see anything like a Messiah or God sent there. Trump is just a politician. He's not a politician, he's a businessman. And he has always had his way. He's the boss. He determines, he talks what happened. He fires who pleases him. So, it's not going to go down well with him that he doesn't have his way, because he has been living large, having a good life. So you cannot put yourself in his shoes, because he has been up there. If they say they, he's one of they are the millionaires, they are the 1% of the whole world, they have the wealth and everything. So you are not there is nothing like Christianity there. And again, if you want to look at his personal life, that he's married that many people, he doesn't attend any church. And, in my last video I showed you a video where they were asking him, have you ever asked God for forgiveness, and he was just telling a long story. Bottom line is no, he doesn't. Like, he doesn't know what prayer is. So all this attribution to Christianity, being the God sent, is going to protect Christians, and he loves you as a Christian, I don't see that as true. For example, look at all what happened, all this Black Lives Matter. President Trump never said Black Lives Matter. For him, he said all lives matter. He refused to say Black Lives Matter. That means he doesn't acknowledge everything that Black people have passed through in that country. And President Trump also didn't condemn or try to, speak for all this, police brutality against people of color in America. That's what is even bringing about this Black Lives Matter. He never said anything about it. So I don't know where this love and all this angelic reinforcement is coming from. I don't know. So those African angels, if they are going to let them come and help us now, Buhari, we need help. You see, where is the palliative? Let them help. For example, people of Imo say they have not found the palliative now. Let them help us to help the people so that they will see the palliative. You understand? When I So my people, this is hey, good afternoon. Oh, you are joining us late. We're talking about the angelic prophecies and the angels from Africa that are supposed to go to America to help reinstate President Trump and give him victory, and also the prophecies that Nigerian pastors have given. Even TB Joshua gave a prophecy. I was going to read his prophecy. TB Joshua, he said, on December 28, 2019, Joshua intended a message regarding the American election in his prophecy for 2020, which he termed the year of humility. And the prophecies that approach to the security issue will affect the candidate and swing voters in the next election. The cleric declared it will be tough in the election. They should pray against the recount. It may be too tight. Subsequently, on November 1st, 2020, 2 days before the election, Joshua spoke with further clarity regarding the election, plainly stating that he saw a new president. We Christians would have loved it to go the way we wanted, he admitted, referencing the huge support for Trump among evangelical Christians. But the Bible says it is never proper to base our faith on our improvement after prayer. We should not worry. The joy is that the new Supreme Court judge, Amikoni Barrett, will be an instrument of check. He continued. There is likely going to be pockets of resistance here and there, but nothing will change. Let me reserve what I am seeing until the inauguration of the new president. So, so what I've just read to you is what is coming from the TB Joshua's angle. But at the end of the day, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything. And even if it will change anything, now their business, you see. So when that time reach, now then go know how dem dey do am, because in America their electoral system is independent of the president, and their electoral system is so mature that it is the state that run it. So you have to go to every state and litigate against their systems, and the whole account. I don't know if they are going to be able to do that, except there is actual proof of misconduct, or there's something that happened. Like here in Germany, if we want to vote, they normally will post us the papers. It is them that will post it. It's not like you're gonna take any paper. They will post that paper to you. You understand? So you are the one. You will make, first of all, indicate that you want to do it online. Then they will post the paper for you, and you will vote and give it back. So if they don't, so the question will be, did they extend that number of mail out votes ballots to the people who use them to vote, So, and why is it that the places that he won are not in contention? And like, why does he think that he is so popular among the people? You see, so people move around, and because of the pandemic, a lot of people will prefer the mail-in voting. And again, it's none of our business, whatever. Like, I'm just looking at it logically. But in the end, there is nothing like all this prophecy, nothing. There is nothing Christian or all this thing about President Trump. I don't know where they are putting their hope. President Trump have not intervened in Nigeria in any way. We see everything that is going on. President Trump never said a word. We see what is going on during his regime in America against black people. He never spoke up. He never defended them. So it is their problem. So if you are in America, for example, you have your reason to vote wherever you are voting because you are living there. You know why exactly. Because, for example, the mother-in-law of my sister's mother-in-law, she voted for Trump. You understand? Where my sister or my aunties, they voted for the Democrats. She has a reason for voting like that because she runs her own business and all those kind of things. Like I was telling you people, so she have her own reason for voting for Trump or for Republican. Like, she's a Republican, she vote Republican. It doesn't matter for her whether Trump or anything, she votes. Like, so the people there, they know why they are voting. But it is wrong to come and be attaching all this Christianity and faith-based things around the American election. American people are not even religious like that. It's only this southern, deep south, they call them deep south. And the irony in that same deep south, they have the highest level of discrimination against people that don't look like them. So it was an irony for me at the beginning until I began to understand what all this their religion there is all about. But that notwithstanding, we saw how they treated Obama, that Obama was even a Christian going to church. And even Joe Biden is a Christian, he goes to church, he's a Catholic. And President Trump is okay, a Christian by mouth, that's what he says, but nobody sees him going to church and everything. And I don't know where all this thing is coming from that he's representing Christian interests. But for whatever reason, it is good for us to know that they are not going to come and help us in Africa, wherever we are. Here in Germany, the German government have acknowledged the election as valid. The German government have congratulated Joe Biden. Even the state of Israel, Netanyahu has congratulated Joe Biden. He sent his congratulation in a tweet. So I no gonna wetin be our own for inside again, because they no kuku send us message in the first instance. So this is the congratulation that Netanyahu sent. You see? So across the world, people have acknowledged him. Okay, some places they didn't. So I heard that the Mexican president or one of them, I don't know, but most places of the world, people have congratulated the winner. And if he wants to go to court, even his son-in-law have asked him to concede, and I've heard that his wife have also asked him to concede. So I don't know whatever it is, and it's kind of putting a dent on the image of America. Yeah, thank God for social media. We get to see more than we normally would have seen about what is going on in America. And so maybe all these things that we are saying, that America is the beacon of democracy and all that kind of thing, may not really be what it is. There is really a chance also say, they don't say this man, you must come out. It's possible. Everything is possible inside. But at the end of the day, if they say the man go come out by all means and they don't come out, it no concern me. E no concern me, because all dis one dem dey talk about Christian na lie, na lie. Na all dis their prophecy na fake. Nothing. If dem say the world go come to end, na lie. Like, I remember my brother used to tell me that anytime if they tell you say the world will end today, that you should ask somebody that is living in Australia, because our today na tomorrow, na im dey already dey. You go ask am say Guy, that's how una dey. The world don end. So the world never end for Australia, and I be say nothing dey happen for where you dey. So anytime I remember thing, I will laugh, 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 So yeah, if they say the world is going to end, we thank God for social media. We will be watching what is going on in Australia, because Australia go first enter the day wey the world go end before our own day go come reach that day. You see, so all those things are not true. All those things are not true. All these things are just politics. The world is not going to come to an end. Nothing is going to change. It's just American politics, and they will play it to the best of their own benefit, not for any other person's benefit. So it is the program that they have that anybody that comes as president must follow. There is nothing that is going to change about it. Nothing. Nothing. No belief system will change it. If they say they will go to war, they will go to war. I remember after that 9/11 attack, they prayed. They came together and they prayed. And I remember that very well, because they prayed one psalm that is my favorite psalm. Said, "The Lord is my strength and my refuge. I shall not fear, and I shall not be moved." After that, they said amen. Next thing, they don't carry their property, they don't dey enter Iraq, go dey carry, they scatter that place. So e no concern dem. Na dem dey talk wetin dey happen, how e want to dey happen for dem. So anybody wey dey tell you say dey see prophecy for America, e wan come happen like dis, all na lie, na lie, na lie. Dem no dey see nothing. Person wey dey see road, e go start dey see for inside im house. You no fit see for your domot, okay, you see for the next state. Maybe you dey Lagos, you no dey see wetin happen for Lagos, at least make you see the one wey happen for Sokoto. Before you go come dey see the one wey dey cross many thousand rivers and ocean. So all dis thing wey dem dey see na lie. Na just because of maybe all this information wey dem dey get from all this, like just as we are getting all the information, na everybody dey try im own market dey sell. So put two and two together, fire one prophecy. It's just a projection. It's just like somebody will project something from based on the analysis that they are making. They will make one projection. That's why they don't have any definite something. They don't have any definite date. No be this same Suleiman, he say El-Rufai go die. El-Rufai say, oya, give me date. You no fit talk date. Na the life all of them still dey. So El-Rufai still dey there. Suleiman still dey there. So all this thing no be true. Yeah, so it's true. They are really distracted. They really have to engage themselves at home. So my people, this is all I wanted to share with you guys and say, let everybody face their load o. Olúkálùkù gbé burúkátà, àbí how dem dey talk am for Yoruba. Make everybody carry your load. Ẹlẹ́rù gbẹ́rù ẹ. America, they will be fine. They have always been fine. They no be our mates. They know as dem dey do dem thing. They go dey fine. No let anybody come dey break your head with American dis thing. If Baba Trump no gree, body go tell am when the time reach. E no concern anybody. God no send am. Na him send himself. If he no gree, they go teach am. You understand me? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm actually about leaving now because I have to go and pick my child. So thank you so much, my people. We'll continue this conversation tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to come also online at about, I will come earlier. I don't know when it's more convenient for you guys. I'm thinking 1 p.m. Is it okay for you guys? So we can continue this conversation because I have to go now and pick my children from the school. Yeah. So thank you so much, my people. This is all I wanted to share with you guys. So make we still play this small video of angels that are coming from Africa. I bet make them remember also. Make them no come.
Dispatch from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now. They're coming here. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus. From South America. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. From Africa. From South America. Angelic forces. Angelic reinforcement. Angelic reinforcement. Angelic reinforcement. Hika hata anda ata. Ora bata rata anda eke eke manda rasata. For I hear the sound of victory.
Abeg o, make una no forget us o. African angel, una no leave the work una get for house come dey go America. Abeg, una help us. Thank you so much, my people. Have a nice afternoon. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.